Tammy Kui writes, "Hi guys, greetings from Hong Kong. I've been watching some classic films recently and noticed that some of them had intermissions. I understand in early days intermission is needed to facilitate the changing of reels. Since films nowadays are becoming longer and longer, do you think intermissions will be back? Love the show and keep up the good work."
I don't know that films are becoming longer and longer. I mean, a lot of times there were eras that you had 3-hour films was nothing, and now there's still a lot of 90-minute films, but still, I don't think we're ever going to see intermissions back, but I'm going to tell you right now, I love the concept of intermissions. I really do. Because look, let's think of it this way. If you knew that a movie you're going into had an intermission, how much less would there be of people getting up and walking out to go to the bathroom and all that kind of stuff? I think it would happen a lot less if people know, hey, if I can hold up for probably 5 or 10 more minutes, we're going to have an intermission. I think it's really good on one hand for the movie theaters as well, because how do movie theaters make their money? They don't make any money by you buying a movie ticket. They make their money by you buying popcorn and soda and nachos and hot dogs. That's how they make their money. So you have an intermission where everybody can have a chance to stretch their legs, go out, oh, I might as well pick up another soda or whatever. I think that would be great for the theaters on the other hand. And I would personally like a break. But now, on the other side of that coin though, for the movie theaters, it's also not so good business because you take a 10-minute intermission, you are lowering the amount of screenings you can do every single day because that eats up clock. And as a moviegoer, I can see there being a drawback for us as film fans having a film interrupted. Like you're getting into the flow of watching the movie and then it stops. And then you got to get back into the flow of the movie again. So that could be another potential downside. I would still personally lean towards movies over 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thumbs up from me for doing intermissions, but I don't think it's ever actually going to happen. Christian, what do you think?
I don't think it's going to happen either. And I don't think I'd want it because this is all you're going to see right at the intermission.
But as long as it's in the intermission.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that people are going to miss the movie because they're going to be texting and forgetting about that. That's supposed to come back. The way that they did it back in the day with intermission was also because with like you said with theater and why they did it in the first place and how long it went. The point you made I think is dead on. Was that you're so sucked into a movie. Like let's go to Braveheart, which is an over 3-hour movie. I would never want to be interrupted from my experience in Braveheart as I'm watching that movie, and then it's like, go get yourself a soda, take a pee, and it's like, well,
Let's
wait.
all go to the lobby.
Right, and I just think that it sucks you out of it. You should know going into it, and I actually don't agree with you that I think that people would still go, even if they knew, like towards the end, they were like. It's just something that they just either they're going to get up, they're going to stick their feet on the chair, they're going to use phones when they shouldn't be using phones. It's just etiquette in movie theaters right into the toilet when it comes to watching movies. But that's another rant. As far as the intermission, I just don't see it coming back.
Yeah, well, speaking of toilet, I have the world's smallest bladder, and I still do not want an intermission during the movies. I have a couple other options, though. My bedpan in the theater idea got shot down immediately by the heads at AMC, so that's not going to happen. But another one, in this YouTube generation that we live in, when you click on a YouTube video, then you see an annotation. How about you just have an annotation that says, this is the most boring, slowest part of the movie. Just for the next 5 minutes would be a good time. This is the drum solo part of the movie, so you're not going to miss anything. Or maybe there's some app that you can pull up and it tells you what you missed when you get back into the theater. So there's ways around it. But also as a moviegoer, it's kind of fun to try to sniff out, like if you really have to pee, like I think I better stay for this scene. Then as soon as this scene happens, I'm going to cut back in, and you know, it's fun. It's a puzzle.
You know, there is actually, I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to try Run Pee, I think is the name of it. I think there are apps where you can get that will tell you at what time in the movie is your optimal time to get up and run to the bathroom if you have to run out and go. Because like they already did the research. They know when a boring part in the movie is, and they'll say, hey, at 1 hour, 3 minutes, that's your time to go. That's your window. Go. And so you can get these apps that'll tell you for the movie you're going into when you should run and go to the movie.
Oh,
so
good. Well,
check out Run Pee.
That's not going to make Papa Harloff happy. People using their phones enough in the movie. Now they're checking to see, can I pee yet?
Well, you look it up before the movie starts. That's the idea.